Emmanuel C. Canizales, Bax Tagbilaran Focal Person, Mr. Emeterio C. Javines Jr., CVIF Board Secretary, Attorney Emmanuel Jude S. Bernido, our dynamic Chief Operations Officer, Mrs. Queenie Joy A. Bernaldez, our valued Senior High School Principal, Mr. B. Ana Oranyoa, Junior High School Principal, Mrs. Maria Junipero B. Aklan, our Assistant School Principal, Mrs. Janeliza A. Galope, our beloved faculty and staff, esteemed guests, parents, friends, and to the class of 2025, a humble afternoon to all of you. 12 years ago, I was merely a 6-year-old innocent little girl who stood on the stage of St. Therese School, delivering words of gratitude. As a kid, all I knew was I enjoyed learning without pressure, up until I finished elementary with flying colors. Never in my wildest dreams that the same kid would be standing here today, reaching another milestone. When I entered high school, I really had no idea what to expect. I just followed my brother's footsteps, enrolled at Central Design Institute Foundation, and became one of the so-called Maroons. CVIF's academic standard through the dynamic learning program, along with the knowledge of many brilliant students coming from different elementary schools of Hagna and nearby towns, was a bit intimidating at first. Pressure went high and I doubted myself. The fear of failing my parents crept in, and meeting unfamiliar faces in a totally new environment held me back. But to my surprise, I adjusted, made new friends, enjoyed classes, welcomed the new chapter of my life as a high schooler warmly, and slowly found my place until CVIF eventually felt like home. My freshman year became a youthful journey. However, the pandemic hit. It took away so many memories we could have possibly made. But we were able to push through it and completed junior high school with pride. It was indeed a bittersweet ride. After completing junior high school, I was torn about what academic strand to pursue. My career plans were too vague to be certain of the path I wanted. I almost chose UMS because of my interest in humanities, but my parents encouraged me to go for STEM, hoping I'd pursue medical science or engineering. Classes were fast approaching, yet I was still contemplating if I made the right choice. Then came senior high school. Still high school, but on a higher level. Even for someone like me who studied at CVIF since grade 7, the shift felt like entering a totally different and new school. Most subjects were math and science, and the load was overwhelming. LASs doubled, even tripled. Diagnostic exams were administered every semester. Performance tasks became a little complex. Teachers were unfamiliar. The 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. class schedule and the Saturday classes were overwhelming at first, and being in a different department were difficult to handle. Those 2 years were no joke. Somewhere along the way, I lost the spark I once had. It felt like I was moving back. From striving to always excel, to struggling just to keep up. From unta ma-perfect na ko, to unta makapasara ko. I found it hard to juggle academics and extracurriculars because honestly, balancing isn't my strong suit. I crammed, rushed, and felt disorganized. Deadlines piled up, and I was constantly catching up on missed activities and exams, especially this year when illness after illness drained me and kept me from school. Never did I expect I'd still make it to this point. Kaya di ay, makaya pa di ay. perspective of myself changed. I no longer saw myself as a great achiever, but I was deeply moved by how others still see me in this higher world. That's when I realized my fighting spirit was never gone. It was always in me. I just refused to believe it. I am a fighter. We all are fighters fighting our own battles. Despite everything, the cherished moments with the class of 2025 outweigh all the struggles and difficulties that came my way. To my dearest friends and batchmates, we found family in each other. We grew not just in knowledge, but in heart. We lifted each other, and now we are here today to reward ourselves for the hard work we poured for the past years. As we go our separate ways, know that a part of us will always stay in each other's hearts. To our teachers and mentors, thank you. Sir Huyan and Ma'am Galido, thank you for taking care of me during dance training when I'm at my weakest. Ma'am Salmasan, thank you for trusting me to lead Keepers of the Flame as Editor-in-Chief, even with my shortcomings as I faced health issues. Sir Nigel, Ma'am Pinino, and Ma'am Camelinia, thank you for guiding us in our marine science research and sparking our curiosity. To the Flame family, thank you for helping me develop as a writer and as a broadcaster. To my JHS advisors, Ma'am Rosel, Ma'am Tan, Ma'am Dublin, and Ma'am Sandra, SHS advisors, Ma'am Cachero and Ma'am Aklan, and to all our instructors and facilitators, thank you for your patience, wisdom, and guidance. You've all been a part of our growth. We are forever grateful. To our parents, thank you for being our backbone. This accomplishment is as much yours as it is ours. To my family, Ma, Pa, Kuya, Ate, and Lloydie, thank you for the love and sacrifices that kept me going. To CVIF, my second home for the past 6 years, thank you for molding me, letting me grow, and allowing me to share who I am. And for that, I will always carry its name with pride and deep gratitude. Above all, it was God who carried me. In silence, He listened to me. In weakness, He strengthened me. This feat is a testament to His unending grace and love. Before I end, let me leave you with 3 lessons I've learned throughout my high school journey. First, be your own motivation. As I shared my story, may you realize how important self-motivation is. External motivation may dwindle, but when it comes from within, it endures. Ignite your inner flame and become the reason to keep going. Second, be your own challenge. Life is not a race against others, but a journey of becoming better than the person you were yesterday. And lastly, be your own success. I often hear lines like, ikaw man naguna, basta naman kahamihan. Let me tell you, this class of 2025, we all have the capability. We all have our own timing, our own chapters, and our own moment. Define your own success and live it, because you are your greatest motivation, your best competition, and your truest success. Once again, my heartfelt congratulations to all of us, the CVIF class of 2025. May God bless us all. Thank you.